All right, the President of the United States on a crisis he says was worth the nearly $1 trillion price tag they're talking about. Former presidential candidate Ron Paul not in full agreement with that. He joins me right now on the phone. So, Congressman, you're against this. Why?
Because, first, we don't have the money to bail out anybody, and second, it's wrong to ask Main Street to bail out Wall Street, and that's what they're talking about. They talk about root causes, but they never really mention what the root cause is. The root cause is the inflationary policies of the Federal Reserve that have been going on for 30 years. So how are they going to solve the problems, the consequences of inflation? By more inflation, creating more money out of thin air, and buying up all these illiquid assets. It's nothing more than price fixing is what they're doing.
But, Congressman, their argument is that, look, as uninviting and as uninspiring as that prospect is, and they agree with you on that point, there's very little alternative right now, and if we were to do nothing, things could be a heck of a lot worse. What do you make of that?
Well, I think you should listen to the people, and there were quite a few around that predicted this event to come. We've known it for quite a few decades.
Nevertheless, you're right. It's happened.
Yeah, okay,
it's done. So what do you do?
So we have to listen to what they're saying now, and including myself. And that is not true, that if you don't bail people out, it isn't necessarily worse. If you do bail them out, you're creating a crisis that will be totally unmanageable, and that will be the destruction of the dollar. And we've seen destructions of currencies many, many times. No currency that's totally fiat ever lasts. It always ends. So we're on the verge of totally destroying the dollar. That's 10 times worse, or 100 times worse than AIG.
All right, we're losing Ron Paul here, but of course he has said repeatedly that this sort of thing is a mistake to do. And again, the price tag is just something that grows and grows. If we get him back, of course, we'll get him back. In the meantime, as we go into this fact versus fear stuff, fact, Uncle Sam planning to shell out.